everyone, this is Rachel Stevens, and I'm just going to go over our free actions that we're giving away. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate this on 2 images. This image is basically a raw image. I did a little teeny bit of skin cleanup, but that's it. I didn't adjust anything else. And then we'll move over to this image, which has already been completely retouched, and I can show you what they do on that as well. So here is the free action set. So we have samples from our Whole Shebang, and if you want the full Whole Shebang action bundle, it's only $75, and it's at store.rachelstevensphotography.com. Stevens has a PH in it, not a V. Here, if you don't really understand how they work, you can just go ahead and click play on here, and it'll just start to explain the process of how to do it. And I'm going to go ahead and show you just what I put in here. So this is just showing you samples from each group in the bundle that I have put in. So I've got the Perfect Prep Power Mixer from Exposure and Color Correction set, my skin samples here, eyes, makeup, artistic samples, mattes and hazes, which are super popular right now, black and white conversions, and a web posting sample. So I'm going to go ahead and just get started and show you the Perfect Prep Power Mixer. So you can see that is a drastic difference. And if you shoot weddings or kids, this may be all you need. If you're not going too nuts with the post-processing like you do in boudoir. I'm a little jealous sometimes, but this can really be, my actions can be used for anything. So I'm just on here and I'm just doing an overall brush off on certain areas just to kind of balance the image a little bit where it's too bright or the action has kind of hit a lot of it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open up this group and we'll see everything we have. So we have, I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up. We've got the level the shadows, which is going to bring the shadows, all the detail out, bring it forward. Let's go about right there. And here's our clarity punch. You can see it gives a little sharper punch. You can look in here. And here's our neutralized color. You see that balances out real nice. Here's just a simple auto tone with the levels. Bring it down, just adjust it. And then, let's say you like it on a higher opacity, but you don't like it everywhere. Well, it's already a mask for you. You can just go in and brush off the areas where it seems like it might be doing a little bit too much to the image. And then if you hit X, it'll change your swatch over here. Keep hitting X. And that will, you can put back. Perfect color. See what that did. There, we cover midtones. You can see where it's kind of blown out, especially right in here. It just brings those midtones back. And you can do an overall opacity adjustment here at your group layer. So I'm going to go ahead and flatten that. You hit Control or Command Shift E, that'll flatten, or you can flatten from here. And let's just go ahead and look at these skin actions. So here I've got the glowing skin brush. Obviously I'm not going to put my big skin smoothing actions as a freebie, because it is a business after all. But this glowing skin brush is great. Let's go higher here. For when you want to put a little bit more color back into the skin, but you want it to be real subtle. So you can see it's a real subtle difference right here. Let's see if you can even see that. You can see it just brings a little bit more warmth into her skin, and it's smoothing a little more. And let's do skin texturizer. So sometimes when you're smoothing skin, it can start looking fake. So you want to put a little bit more texture into the skin. See that right in here where it got too smooth? Put that skin texturizer back in. And if you feel like you need a little bit more, you can just duplicate it. You see where it's more dramatic there and right here. And flatten that. Let's do the quick eyes pop. So the action ends with a black mask here, and what that's doing is it's hiding everything we just did here. So we're going to grab a white brush. You see that? Closer. See that little quick eye pop there? And let's see in our makeup kit what we got. That universal blush, which means it is a color that looks good on all skin types, skin tones. You can even kind of hit the lips a little. This is also great for children. Babies, give them that kind of rosy cheeks. Powder puff. Since this is kind of a soft image as is, the powder puff might not really show up on this particular image. So it'll be a little bit more dramatic on the next image, which is more headshotty. But you can see how it's a nice soft matte looking powder. I particularly wouldn't use it on this image. Let's just return some of the definition in here. Let's just go around our lips here. You can see that up here and in here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you the Urban Glow. And we are going to go ahead and just, this works really great on the outside urban shot photos, or if you have a lot of jewelry or wood or metal to run over it. This is really cool, along with its sister action, the Urban Burn, which is in the action set. But you can get a gist of what it's doing here. It's way up, that's way down. I like it about right there. But I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to bring this out right here. And then we've got Burn and Dodge, like it's your J-O-B. And it's going to end with the tool that you need selected. So it's ending on the Dodge tool. And you can just go ahead, and what I do is I contour this and I do details with this layer here. So I'll do like clothing, hair with this layer. This one I'll focus more on like the skin, face, features. If you hold down your Alt key, it'll change this to Burn, which looks like this right here, like an OK sign. It doesn't show it here, but you can see I'm holding it down right now. And you can tell it's actually burning, not dodging right now. So it's making it darker. And in the back when the people shot film and would do a dark room, that's what this technique comes from, dodging and burning. You would hold like a piece of cardboard or some kind of object over the developing light when you are burning and dodging. I'm going to go in details. I'm just holding the Alt key down to burn. and let go to dodge. Hold the Alt key down to burn. And you can just keep alternating between the two. Oops. So see what happens before and then after. So let's go ahead and split the difference somewhere right in between, around 40%. Let's go ahead and hit Siren Dream. I'm just going to brush off details here, like right over the face. See before and after. A lot of these effects just here are very body slimming. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to try this matte film emulsion, which I love. And this action also ends in a group, so you can go ahead and adjust it. It's totally customizable. So we're going to brush over the details, like the face, or anything where we don't want it to be out of focus a little bit. So you can see here the matte, where we're going with it. I like the matte about right here. Let's check our haze, maybe there. You want to go black and white? We can. We'll punch. You can do a punch as well. This is intended for the black and white layer, but it can be a punch for in general if you need it. Which, if I had access to all my actions in this demonstration, I would not need this because I'd already have it punched. And then here's a gel. You can see that. I'm really into that. And let's go ahead and just do an overall opacity. And let's say we love it right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what Black and White Forever does. So here we have another group, and we've got the black and white layer. So that's where black and white, but we're still preserving our original. We've got a punch layer. We've got a matte layer, which we've already run a matte, so let's bring this down. And then we have toners here. So you have an option to color tone your black and white. Now turn off. We're just going to go ahead and play around with these. You see that kind of silverish green. We got this guy. And this one. Just super fun. And you can even go into your blending modes and change the blending mode to change how the toner is responding to the layers underneath. I'm really into, let's do this one again, see what that did. I'm feeling this one on this image, definitely. So you can go ahead and tone down the exposure if you need to. And then look at what the overall before and after did. Pretty sweet. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run these again. Let's keep the black and white, and let me show you really quickly what Post to Facebook does. So now you have an image that's totally ready to go to Facebook, whether it's a horizontal or a vertical. It's within the dimensions that are going to look best on Facebook without too much web compression and distortion in your image. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to run these on another image for you to look at. This one's already been worked. And I'm going to go ahead and just go through these real quick. You can see this really brings out a lot because I've already sharpened it, I've already done everything. But sometimes it really can improve an image anyway, even when you think you're done. There's before and there's after. So what I'm going to do on this particular image is I'm just going to brush away parts of the image where it doesn't need it. I really have never been a fan of power mixers until I wrote this one. I use this one all the time. I love it. You can see there. I'm just going to flatten that guy. Let's see if we can notice a more dramatic difference with the glowing skin brush on this image. Just quite fair skin, so we can notice it better here. So you can see how it just gives more warmth to her skin. And let's say now that it's pulled some texture out of her skin, we can just put it right back. Not a big deal. And I'm just switching my brush here. Now I'm just hiding again, just to make it more random looking. So you're going to want to look in here and here. Put that texture back in. We'll do the quick eye pop on here, even though it'll be super dramatic because we've already done it. But just to give an idea of what the action does. Okay, let's try the blush. So I'm going dramatic here so you guys can see. So just an overview of our demonstration today. We're going to go ahead and show you where we started, just using these freebie actions. This is where we started. I'm going to go ahead and show you the color version of where we ended up and the black and white of where we ended up. So you can see just these freebies can do quite a bit. Pretty awesome. So I hope you'd enjoyed them. I hope that you enjoy the rest of our training videos on YouTube, and I hope that you buy the Whole Shebang Action Bundle, and I hope that you love them. Thank you very much.